Since the establishment of the Digby family farm, demand for food grown locally on the islands has increased. Some of the younger adults in Saturday Harbor have been talking about an opportunity to start their own farm community. They have been saving up money and sold their homes in town to purchase a plot of land nearby to build new homes and start a new co-op farm. Meanwhile, a developer has purchased significant plots of land on the coast southwest of Saturday Harbor. This location, beyond the farms, is quiet with beautiful ocean views. The developer's vision is to build out a new retirement community to service the aging population on the island and invite new residents from further afar. To support this new retirement community, a small town is also planned to be built around it. Hello, I'm Poplar Ponderosa, and welcome to Part 3 of San Juan Islands, Canada. If this is your first time to the series, I recommend going back to Part 1, and if you're interested, check out the alternate history video that sets up the lore for this build. In this episode, we will be building a new co-op farm and small retirement community on the coast. Alright, let's get building. Okay, here we are at the location of what is going to be our second farm on the island. The idea for this farm, as explained in the intro, is to be like a co-op farm with several families all living there and a few other workers. And so they're growing a variety of things. They've got animals, they've got crops, and they're a little bit away from the town, but they can live there and they can grow the crops and support their community all at the same time. So throughout this, you'll see me using various assets and trying out a bunch of different things. I'm actually using a slightly different format for this. I've put less editing into this clip. I kind of wanted to show you more of my process. Here you can see me using some ditches and some field networks. I'll be moving these around just to make them look good and yeah, enjoy. Now, this might seem a little bit odd, but I wanted to include this park maintenance building. I wasn't originally planning on it, but when I came across it, I thought that the asset actually looks really good in a farming community. And like I said, it doesn't really make sense right now because we don't actually have a lot of parks on the island. However, when we do, this will take care of that from a simulation perspective. But right now, I actually just really like the look of the building in these rural areas. So yeah, we'll stick with it for now. Okay, let's head back to the farm, put a little bit of functionality into it, and then add a little more detailing. Okay, and wrapping up the farm build here. I'm really liking what we've put together so far. I'm sure there will be more to come down the road, but yeah, I've included lots of houses, these bigger houses for the families that are actually living there and running the whole thing, and then a few smaller houses that are kind of just like workers' barracks, I guess, those shotgun houses. So yeah, and then here's the other area across the street or the road that we will expand to in the future. Okay, so as we turn away from our co-op farm across the valley here, against the coast, we'll find the location for our retirement village. So you can see there's a little bit of grade difference here, and I'll work that into the community. So I'll start by placing down the road network, and then I'll do a little bit of zoning with a different district style than Saturday Harbor, and then we'll also do some plopping. This area will have a slightly higher density than Saturday Harbor, just to keep it, I guess, a closer knit community, at least in the core for the seniors, and there will be also a park for them to walk around on the coast, and a couple little community areas. So please enjoy the time lapse. And here you can see me placing in a service block for an elder care center right into this kind of townhouse community. This is meant to be where most of the seniors will be living, and the single family homes surrounding the area is where some of the support would live. And then the higher density buildings, like the apartment looking buildings, would be kind of like community centers, but also maybe medical or other kind of support buildings, and also apartments maybe for specialists to come and stay in while they take care of some of the elders in the area. Now, you might be thinking to yourself that the number of bridges in this community is a little bit overboard, and I agree. I might actually go back and remove some of these. I guess I was kind of thinking I wanted to continue building bridges over the little creeks that are throughout the map, and I might just remove some of them just because it looks like there's too many. Maybe we'll keep them, and we'll think whoever these planners were that are here just really love building bridges, even if they're small ones. So yeah, for now, they're still there. And here we can see the park and trail network for the community along the coast. I've used the nature reserve, the main gate of the nature reserve, as the facility to let them in and out, and connected the paths to the road as well. So we'll see what kind of activity that gets. And here you'll see me place down an elementary school. I figure for the people that are living here and taking care of the seniors, they might have children, and they would like to have a school nearby to send their children to. Next, we'll be putting in some tennis courts with a parking lot. This is kind of one of the amenities of the area where the seniors can come to. It's right on the coast. It has fantastic views up on the cliff top, and there's a little bit of a community center in the front as well, maybe with like a little cafe or something where before or after tennis they can hang out. Here I'm going to keep building out the commercial area, so it's like a small main street for the residents in the area. They can go to the stores nearby, shops, and whatever they need is going to be there. Now this funny shaped block I thought would be a good spot to put in a few city services. So there will be a clinic, a fire hall, and a police station. So these are meant to be really small buildings just to service this small community. this radio mast might be a bit divisive, but I feel like it's a little bit old school. Keep in mind this build at this point is still taking place pre-2000s, so they might be thinking more about using radio connection to, maybe call out a medical helicopter from the mainland if they have a serious medical issue. Something like that. While going through my options for recreational facilities, I saw the community pool, and I thought this would actually be kind of an interesting thing to have nearby, and placed it right beside the beach. This reminds me a lot of Second Beach Pool in Stanley Park in Vancouver. It's right on the water. You can look at the ocean while swimming in the water. Come to think of it, Vancouver actually has a few other pools that are right against the ocean. As I expand out the town here, I wanted to add a little bit of extra connectivity, as I thought that this would be a more natural route into the town from the farm area. Now this apartment here is the tallest building in all of the islands right now, at least by floors. Maybe one of the smokestacks is taller, but yeah, I wasn't sure about it at first, but I don't mind it. I put in some taller trees to kind of hide it. I figure this can be kind of like a low rental apartment or almost like a hotel for people that are coming to visit their relatives that are staying in the area, and they can stay for a short time or an extended amount of time, something like that. And FYI, these houses here are from the Canadian Houses Pack by Kreidershot. I hope I got that name right. Yeah, they're actually awesome little houses that I feel like I've seen some of them around. They are very Canadian. They look very North American, but I've definitely seen some of these houses around or something just like them. And here I'm adding a bus route that connects the retirement village to Saturday Harbor. While I was doing all this work, I noticed that the death care demand is getting quite high, so I doubled the capacity in the graveyard. And that will be all for today's episode. I'm really enjoying the look of the Valley Farms layout. I like how it's tucked away in the forest. I think they'll need to expand across the road in the future. And the retirement village is coming along nicely. I think it'll expand up the hill and over the river. As it grows, it will likely be the location of the second high school. Again, if you have any name suggestions for anything, please leave a comment. Thank you for watching and enjoy the cinematics. Take care.